Hello Flight Simulator fans, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to get ourselves some more time in the Douglas DC-3 today. Going to be flying a slightly longer flight. We're going to do some IFR and probably some nighttime flying. And we'll see how this goes. I'm really enjoying this this plane. Let me show you. I'm not sure, these ones that are unmarked, I bought a livery pack. And I'm not sure if they have the retrofit or the classic. So we're going to be flying this Buffalo livery, which is really cool. But I just wanted to show you there were a couple of packs. They were only a few dollars a piece. These ones are originals. But they give you some great liveries. And some of them are the classic, and this one is the retrofit. So just, you know, some slight differences. And again, the ones that don't specify, I read in the documentation, I thought for the base ones that you could switch between the two. Like if you had one that had the GPS, you know, the GN530 or whatever it is, that you could just click it in the cockpit and it would switch it to the old one. I don't know. But anyway, we'll just see what happens here, because frankly, if I got to fly this and I don't have autopilot, I don't know if I'm going to have a good time. Anyway, let's go ahead and get things going here, and I will see you on the tarmac. Well, all right, here we are. Man, that is a beautiful looking livery there. Let me get FS Realistic fired up. That does add a little bit to the experience. There we go.
FS Realistic connected.
FS Realistic connected. All right, so now I've noticed that the plane automatically starts go a little crazy there. Wow, I left the cowl flaps open the last time. Not great on my last flight. Anyway, beautiful aircraft. We're going to go ahead and hop in. And let's go ahead and get things started here. Let's set up our... Okay, we're going to go to Auto Rich. And we'll go full forward on the props, and we'll crack open that throttle a little bit. Come on over here. Let's set our fuel on that. Whoops, wrong one. Click points are a little bit odd right there. Is it 4? Yeah, 4 gets me up to that spot. We set that open there. Let's hop down here. Make sure we got our parking brake set. It was not set, so very good. One little interesting tidbit about this plane is that the autopilot will not work unless you take this guy. Looks like it won't do it until we have hydraulic pressure, but you click it here and it kind of swings out, and then you click it down on the handle and it swings it forward, and that provides hydraulic pressure to the servo units, I guess, that control that. And it makes the autopilot work. So if you're having trouble using this plane with autopilot, that might be why. Go ahead and deploy our battery cart here. And we're on the battery cart. Let's get ready here. We're going to make sure we're going to yell out to everybody to clear a prop. Make sure everybody knows. Stay clear. All right, we got to push this guy in.
Clear prop.
Clear prop. The primer button's kind of weird. It's like you press it once and then it doesn't want to click again. I don't know if you have to wait in between. I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, I think we have everything set here. So let's go ahead and get the booster pumps on. And we'll energize the left side. Wait a couple seconds. Start this baby up. Come on now. Be good to me. I'm going to be really loud. Come on, grab. Did it grab? It did not grab. Come on. I put in a little bit more fuel and it was okay. I mean, we had good fuel pressure here. I'll go ahead and close these. There we go. Let things start warming up a little bit. Okay, we got that side going. I'm going to go ahead and reset that Get on that left generator. Let's go ahead and do the right engine next. Okay, we're getting a strange increase in manifold pressure here. And RPM, so we'll back that down just a little bit before we continue. Alright, let's get that right booster pump going. Energize the right side, wait a couple seconds. Come on now, be good, be good. Come on, grab it. Grab it. Wonder if the motor was insufficiently primed. We got fuel pressure. Oh, is that the click point? No, you see that? It's like it doesn't want me to keep doing that, I don't think. Let's try again. Come on, DC-3. What are we doing there? Okay, RPMs. Holding on? I think it's holding. We'll give it a second to come up there, but I think so far oil pressure is increasing. RPMs are coming up. Manifold pressure is sitting just about right. I think we are looking good. Let's go ahead and get on the battery now. We'll stow the battery cart. And let's get some cockpit lights on as well, and we can go 2 levels with that, so we'll keep it toned down just a little bit. Here are the panel lights. We might as well bring those on. I have a feeling we will need them, and I won't want to mess with them. Let's go ahead and reset the right, and then get on that generator. Looking good so far. So far, so good. Everything warming up. That right engine's going to take a minute. Look at that carb heat. That's pretty unusual carb heat reading, I think. We can go ahead and bring some carb heat down into that left carb here. You can kind of see that. This is the Ductworks mod. If you have the original aircraft, it only goes all the way or none. So this was a really nice update just for that. And we got our flaps are stowed. Yeah, the temperatures are warming up pretty good here. I'm going to go ahead and let's set these to trail. I think it's just kind of like kind of open. We need to get on the radio here. Let's start doing our air traffic control. This will be an IFR flight, so let's get our ATIS.
Quick airport information, India 2300 Zulu. Wind 257 at 8. Visibility 10. Sky condition 2,500 feet. Scattered ceiling 4,800 feet broken. Temperature 20. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.88. ILS runway 23 left and visual runway 23 right in use. Landing and departing runway 23 left and runway 23 right. IFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft redback hold short instructions.
Redback?
Advise controller on initial contact. You have India.
Okay, so we got our ATIS. We got winds 257 at 8, 2988 on our altimeter. Let's kind of got my mouse off of there. Okay, 2988. That's probably about 2988 right there. I didn't hear anything too alarming, so let's go ahead and request
Rig clearance delivery Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha ready to copy IFR clearance to Godman.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha is cleared to Godman Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 23 left climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 127.1 squawk 2175.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha cleared to Godman Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 23 left climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 127.1 squawk 2175.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, read back correct. Contact ground on 125.275. Good day.
All right, we're ready.
Rig ground Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha with India ready to taxi IFR.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha taxi 2 and hold short of runway 23 left using taxiway Alpha, cross runway 23 right Alpha. Contact tower on 120.05 when ready.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 23 left via taxiway Alpha, cross runway 23 right Alpha Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
Okay, that's our runways back behind us. Never know what direction they're facing me here, so we're gonna taxi on down here. We'll cross over 23 right, get on 23 left, hold short, and then we will talk to them again. Hope this is not too loud. I'm gonna back down the plane noise was plane volume was a little low in the last videos I did. I wasn't very happy with that. Let's hop back down in here, and we'll. All right, we got our autopilot set to on, and that's fine. That's I think that's one cutoff. However, as I indicated earlier, we will have to swing this bad boy out, and I'm going to wait until after we take off, just because I want to make sure that any and all pressure that is needed is available for the aircraft for takeoff. Temperatures are looking good. Let's put a little bit of carb heat in that right. Oh, that was the wrong one. That's the left one. There we go. Let's bring that guy down a little bit too there. Okay, carb air is looking good. I am loving this plane. The more I fly it, the better I get at it. I mean, once you can, I mean, the hard part is really controlling that descent and the landing, and doing that manually. Trying to fly IFR flight and do a VFR approach with this plane is a challenge for sure. But really enjoying it. I think this is my compromise between doing a jet and smaller general aviation aircraft. I think this thing has the range. One thing I want to do, I've always wanted to do this. I would love to do a transatlantic flight, like on a stream. Do it real time. I think what happens is you fly kind of halfway over the ocean. And here we're coming up. We're going to cross over 23 right. Yeah, then you stop, and then you land, and then you take off and fly the rest of the way. So I'll have to look into that. Okay, so this is the hold short line. What's weird is I think there's supposed to be another hold short line right up here, and there isn't. So this is a little strange. Whoa, that's FS realistic right there. I guess I brought it to stop just a little bit too abruptly. Let's fire this guy up. We are ready to go. We're going to tune the tower. And we'll get
Tower Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha ready for IFR departure runway 23 left.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha altimeter 29.88 wind 257 at 8. Cleared for takeoff runway 23 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 23 left Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha.
All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Try to taxi ourselves into a good position here. All right, here we go. Get that manifold pressure right up to that red line. Now remember, we're good at that. We go a little bit nose down here. All right, we're looking good. The tail is up. We're at 80 knots, 90 knots, 80 knots. There's 90. I'm pulling back on the yoke real gentle like. We have positive rate. Landing gear up. Oop, let's try to maintain that runway heading. How about that? Okay, we want to go till we're about 100 above and clear of all obstacles. We are clear. Let's go ahead and back this down to 2300 RPM. And we'll go down to 35 inches of manifold pressure.
135 Alpha Alpha at runway 23 right, ready for departure IFR to Lexington. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha contact Indianapolis Center on 1.
Let's go ahead and turn on our autopilot here. So there we now have pressure.
November 135 Alpha Alpha altimeter 29.88, wind 257 at 8. Cleared for takeoff runway 23 right.
Come on, baby, climb.
Cleared for takeoff runway 23 right, generic November 135 Alpha Alpha.
Okay, it's coming around. It's coming around. And we're going to go into heading hold mode, but let's get our heading lined up, shall we? We need to go, it looks like about 2. We're going to swing right. Let's go about 300 degrees.
Papa Alpha acknowledge last transmission.
Okay, sorry, didn't hear you.
127.1 for Douglas 1 Papa Alpha. Indianapolis Center, Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha is at 1,700 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.88, continue to go up as planned.
All right, I don't think we have to acknowledge that. Okay. So, let's see now. This autopilot here. Let's get this guy tweaked up a little bit. Let's go down. I don't want to climb quite that fast. I don't know. I found this manual and it said
Douglas
5.
1 Papa Alpha traffic is 4 o'clock, 3 miles at 800 feet generic. Report them in sight.
400 feet. Which one was it? Where is it? 4 o'clock. 800
Indianapolis
feet.
Center, generic November 135 Alpha Alpha is at 1,500 feet, climbing 6,000 feet. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha contact Indianapolis Center on 120.475. Good day.
Wow, they are keeping me busy.
Generic November 135 Alpha Alpha Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.88, continue as planned. Generic 5 Alpha
Wow.
Alpha traffic is 2 o'clock, 2 miles at 2,700 feet, Douglas DC-3. Report them in sight.
120.475 Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
I'm getting out of that.
Indianapolis Center, Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha is passing 2,900 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.88, continue to go up as planned.
All right, so now we just got to get established. We'll get into nav mode, but
01, you are 700 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 300. Indianapolis Center, United 548 flight level 280. United 548 Indianapolis Center, continue to use them as planned.
wow, this is a really cool view out of the window here.
Descend and maintain flight level 300, Brickyard 4501.
We probably should have our beacon lights on. We can go ahead and turn off these booster pumps.
Indianapolis Center Brickyard 4680 is passing 2,600 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
I'm going to turn off this gear
Brickyard
warning.
4680 Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.88 continue as planned.
Man, a lot going on the air traffic control today. But our flight is going well. Let's take a quick look at all of our temperatures here. Let's see, what's our altitude now? 4,000. Okay, I'm going to switch into auto lean mode for the mixture. So that's going to save us a little bit of effort. And let's see, what do we got? Left engine is I mean I'm sure it's fine. Once you get into that yellow, it's a little bit ice could form in the carburetor, so we're gonna reroute a little carb heat, a little more carb heat to that left engine. Oil temp's running a little bit high. We're gonna go ahead and open this bad boys.
United 1741, contact Indianapolis Center on 128.075. Good day.
Alright, let's go ahead and engage nav mode.
Indianapolis Center, generic November 135 Alpha Alpha 6,000 feet. Generic November 135 Alpha Alpha Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.89er. Continue to Charlie Victor Golf as planned. Brickyard 4680 climb and maintain 15,000 feet. Going to 128.075, United 1741.
Okay, we got a turn going on here.
15,000 feet, Brickyard 4680.
Can't really tell, so we got to trust our instruments.
Brickyard 4680 climb and maintain flight level 190.
And we're holding right about 90 knots.
Spirit wings tree 6 descend and maintain flight level tree 70.
Get a little bit more speed going here.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 70, Spirit wings tree 6. Climb and maintain flight level 190, Brickyard 4680. Generic 5 Alpha Alpha contact Indianapolis Center on 134.0. Good day.
Get all the lights turned on.
Going to 134.0 generic 5 Alpha Alpha.
Boy, we are in some pea soup here.
Heavy descent and maintain flight level 290.
Okay, our speed's getting low. I'm gonna bring those RPMs back.
Flight level 290 Jazz 8707 heavy.
And let's try to get our... we got to keep the speed up here. Alright, let's get back up to 2300 RPM.
Spirit wings tree 6 contact Indianapolis Center on 124.
Okay, we're looking better now. We're getting up to 100 knots. Yeah, I guess you just got to be careful how much you climb. It looks now like we're set to 400 feet, but...
on 124.45. Good day. Swift flight tree 408 contact Indianapolis Center on 134.0. Good day.
I guess that's why that manual said
124.45.
don't climb more than 400 feet per minute.
124.45 for Spirit wings tree 6.
All right, coming up on 6,000 feet.
408.
Climbing 400 feet per minute. We are looking good. Man. There are definitely instrument conditions. It's funny, yesterday I was trying to do my takeoff, do a flight, and I was told by ATC that the airfield is IFR only. And I tried to take off VFR. So I had to violate the rules and depart on my own in VFR format, but it wasn't good because IFR is that way for a reason.
Brickyard 4501 flight level tree 10. Brickyard 4501 Indianapolis Center. Continue to Delta Quebec November as planned.
I'm hoping we can make this flight in pretty good time here. I'm way ahead of my practice flight, I can tell you. It took me about 30 minutes just to get off the ground with my practice flight. But I did have a bigger problem with my right engine getting started. Turn to open. I don't think that these open. Which is kind of too bad. It's pretty cool. I would really love to see. This is actually really cool how this works. I was really frustrated at first how to make the autopilot work until I got lucky. I found a post online said turn the blue thing out and bring it forward and it'll work. Sure enough, it does. Oh, 11 miles to Jogger. I'll tell you, that oil temp and that right engine.
United 2212 descend and maintain flight level 290.
We were picking up an outer marker from somewhere. Flying over an airport here.
Descend and maintain flight level 290. United 2212.
These yellow knobs right here, these are superchargers.
Contact Indianapolis Center on 128.075.
I can just confirm that they burn your fuel much faster than normal if you use them. And we're coming up on 7,000 feet finally.
128.075 for United 102.
Starfield soon.
707 heavy descent and maintain flight level 240. United 2212 keep speed not above 280 knots. Descend and maintain flight level 240 Jazz 8707 heavy. Exigent 739er climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Indianapolis Center, WestJet 1429er flight level 390. WestJet 1429er Indianapolis Center, continue to Moni as planned. Climb and maintain 16,000 feet exigent 739er. Keep speed not above 280 knots, United 2212.
It's pretty interesting to me how the engines would need different carb heat settings. Are they really that different in the system? That's pretty cool if they are. Let's see, fuel-wise, yeah, we got good fuel here and here, and our aux tanks are full.
Flight level 180.
Good there.
Blue Streak 5284 Indianapolis Center, continue to Cujo as planned. United 2212 contact Indianapolis Center on 128.075. Good day.
I wonder if this is real multiplayer traffic, because I turned my settings to do the multiplayer traffic. But man, that seems like a...
128.075, United 2212.
I haven't said... I've had to report aircraft in sight a couple times. I can't ever see them. I feel terrible, like we might have an accident or something.
Brickyard 4501, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.125. Good day.
Man, we are having a real mess here.
135.125, Brickyard 4501.
And we are finally coming up on our 8,000 feet. they will probably direct us straight up to 10,500, but we'll see.
Jazz 8707 heavy descent and maintain 12,000 feet. Southwest Pipe 122 climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Descend and maintain 12,000 feet, Jazz 8707 heavy. Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, Southwest Pipe 122. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
11,000. That's odd.
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet, Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
Okay, good. We'll just leave our vertical speed locked in and just continue on up. It does take a minute to climb in this baby. I tried to do my test flight at 17,000 feet. I had to request 13,000 after I took so long to climb up. I don't know if that's, you know, I haven't looked at the specs enough to say, oh, we're supposed to be. I thought that was like an optimum flight altitude for some reason. I must have read that in a manual, but kind of doesn't seem like it might. Seems like it might not be correct. It seems like we have enough speed now that we can, you know, like we can bump the vertical speed up just a little bit more here. Oh. Let's go 600 feet per minute. Like just a little bit. Let's just see what that does to our speed, because I think we should be climbing here.
Climbing 12,000 feet. Exigent 214 Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.88 continue as planned. Blue Streak 5284 descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Southwest 5441 descend and maintain flight level 200.
Yeah, this climb is looking good.
Maintain 6,000 feet, Blue Streak 5284. Climb and maintain flight level 200 Southwest 5441.
I'm going to take just a quick break. I'll be right back. I'll leave you guys with an outside view.
Indianapolis Center Brickyard 4680 is passing 9,400 feet, climbing flight level 190. Brickyard 4680, Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.88, continue to Echo Sierra Lima as planned. Brickyard 4680, contact Indianapolis Center on 124.45. Good day. Jazz 8707 Heavy, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.125. Good day. Going to 135.125, Jazz 8707 Heavy. WestJet 1429er descend and maintain flight level 390. Climb and maintain flight level 390, WestJet 1429er. American 1685 descend and maintain flight level 350.
All right, and we're back. And wow, look at just what happened to my speed. We're back down at 90 knots again. So this thing is really sensitive.
Center, SkyWest 479er, 2 flight level 350. Southwest 5441 descend and maintain flight level 200. SkyWest 479er. 49er to Indianapolis Center. Continue as planned.
It looked like there was maybe the tops of some clouds.
Flight level 200 Southwest 5441.
Now we're having a thing again here where we're starting to drop back.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 50 American 1685.
I know the air's getting thinner as we go up.
Indianapolis Center, Delta 2005 flight level tree 40. Delta 2005 Indianapolis Center, continue to Bravo Alpha Echo as planned. Delta 25 tree 7 descend and maintain flight level tree 50. Southwest 5441 descend and maintain flight level 200.
Speed's coming back. Coming up on 10,000.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 50 Delta 2537.
I thought the cruise altitude was 10,500, so I'm a little surprised at the altitude, but
Indianapolis Center, Blue Streak 5284 flight level 190. Blue Streak 5284 Indianapolis Center, continue to Cujo as planned.
these are some rough clouds now. We've been in the clouds for a while.
214 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. American 1685 traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at flight level tree 50 generic. Report them in sight. Indianapolis Center, Alaska 4 tree 5 flight level tree 20. Alaska 4 tree 5 Indianapolis Center, continue to Yozum as planned. Delta 25 tree 7 traffic in sight.
So far, everything is looking good. Boy, look at the temp on that right engine. That oil temp is high. Cowl flaps are open. Nothing I can do but level out and cut the power back a little bit. Speed's holding up. Granted, we're only climbing at like 200 feet per minute right now, so pretty slow.
United 2 tree 29er, contact Indianapolis Center on 1 tree 4.0. Good day. Exigent 214, contact Indianapolis Center.
That
on
was
1
cool.
tree 4.0. Good day.
Speed's holding right
1
about
tree
110 knots.
4.0, United 2 tree 29er.
We'll be able to level out and make some good time here shortly.
1 tree 5.125 for Delta 25 tree 7.
Everything seems so much more peaceful and quiet up here.
1 tree 4.0 for Exigent 214.
10,500. Looks like we're going to fly just high enough to avoid those nasty clouds for the whole trip.
Indianapolis Center Castle 915 is at flight level 195, climbing flight level 280. SkyWest 479er to contact Indianapolis Center on 1 tree 4.0. Good day. Delta 2005, you are 500 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level tree 40. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, contact Indianapolis Center on 1 tree 4.0. Good day. Castle 915 Indianapolis Center. Continue to MSKTS as planned.
Speed's looking good.
Eiffel 541 climb and maintain flight level tree 70. 134.0 for SkyWest 47902.
Quick.
134.0 Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
Whew.
Indianapolis Center Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha is passing 10,700 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha.
29er 2.
29.9 continue to SOA as planned. Air Shuttle 6046 descend and maintain flight level 210. Delta 2482 contact Indianapolis Center on 127.1. Good day. Frontier Flight 537 traffic is 4 o'clock 4 miles at flight level tree 50 generic. Report them in sight. Climb and maintain flight level 210 Air Shuttle 6046.
Yeah, the manual says that down here below the manifold pressure gauge. I was thinking it was this, but this isn't clickable. You're supposed to be able to click and change between this. I was almost wondering, let's see, is there another manifold pressure gauge? I don't think there is.
Frontier Flight 537 traffic is 10 o'clock 4 miles at flight level tree 50 generic. Report them in sight.
Anyway, I have to check that documentation because I never have found that. Plus, I think since they're tagged as retrofit, I think that means, you know, that's just it. You got to deal with it. Let's see, what do we got here? Fuel's looking good.
United 2-Tree 29er have the traffic.
And we are leveled out. So we can get our 2050 RPM, our 28 inches of manifold pressure for cruise, and we should be making pretty good time and saving fuel.
American 1685 traffic is 9 o'clock 3 miles at flight level tree 40 generic. Report them in sight. Frontier Flight 537 have the generic in sight. Frontier Flight 537 traffic alert. 2 o'clock less than 1 mile flight level tree 50 generic. Report them in sight. American 1685
Uh-oh.
in sight.
That was odd.
Southwest tree descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Frontier Flight 537 have the generic in sight. Descend and maintain 10,000 feet southwest tree. Brickyard 4281 climb and maintain flight level tree 0.
Good, that right engine temp is coming down.
Level tree 0 Brickyard 4281. Climb and maintain flight level tree 00 Brickyard 4278.
Oh, we got little gaps in the clouds there. That's always nice.
American 1875 flight level tree 50.
Oh, no, that's just scratches on my window. I thought we could see the city, but no.
American 1875 Indianapolis Center. Continue to Hotel Victor, Quebec as planned.
I guess I don't need to see that bottom
Good
row.
day. American 1875, contact Indianapolis Center on 124.225. Good day. 120.475, Southwest Tree.
I wonder if all this traffic shows up in the map.
Brickyard 4281, contact
Oh,
Indianapolis
crap.
Center on 127.1.
Dang.
124.225 for American 1875.
That's a lot. Well, and I think this other place is right by, what airport is this right by? It is right by Louisville. Yeah.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 10, Endeavor 522 tree. Indianapolis Center, Blue Streak 558 tree, 15,100 feet. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, contact Indianapolis Center on 12.3.925. Good day. Brickyard 4281, climb and maintain flight level tree 0. Blue Streak 558 tree, Indianapolis Center, altimeter 29.9 tree. Continue to AHAAY as planned. Endeavor 522 tree traffic is 12 o'clock 3 miles at flight level 250 generic. Report them in sight.
123.9er, 25 Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
Good grief.
Indianapolis Center, Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha, 11,000 feet.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha, Indianapolis Center, altimeter 29.9 tree. Continue to Genie as planned.
All right. Altimeter keeps going up, so, or the barometer.
65 Bravo, contact Cincinnati approach on 121.0.
So the weather must be getting better.
Blue Streak 5419er descent and maintain flight level tree 40.
See, this kind of sucks because I think the runway we're going to get is runway 33.
1.0 Cessna 65 Bravo.
And it's 75 feet wide compared to the other nice giant runway there,
Blue Streak 5419er.
which is 150 feet wide.
SkyWest 5825 traffic is
It's going to be hard to
9
land,
miles
but it
at
always is.
1,100 feet, Douglas DC-3. Report them in sight.
Am I supposed to be watching for
Douglas
people?
1 Papa Alpha traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 7,300 feet generic. Report them in sight.
How am I going to see them?
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha traffic not in sight.
I'm all clouds. How am I at 11,000 feet? I'm going to see somebody at 7,300 in all this clouds. Good. They got the trash. So as long as they don't hit me, that's all I need to worry about. Now, I don't know. That probably wouldn't fly in the real world. But wow, we are skimming the cloud tops.
Indianapolis Center, Spirit Wings, Tree 902, flight level tree 50. Spirit Wings, Tree 902, Indianapolis Center, continue to Wood as planned. Blue Streak 558 tree climb and maintain 8,900 feet. American 29er tree
Huh,
66
you can't-
and maintain flight level tree 40.
I can't move through this.
Climb and maintain 8,900 feet. Blue Streak 558 tree.
Yeah. I should have made some notes before we started to fly. That was my fault. That was my fault.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 40. American
Yeah, guys,
29er
Starfield's coming out. I bought the premium version. It's like $100, but you get to play it a few days earlier. I just know it's going to be worth it. I mean, I got a problem with it though right off the bat. I do not understand how these consoles are only running at 30 FPS. And they are locking Starfield. Like a lot of times there'll be a performance mode and a quality mode, and yeah, this time you're only getting quality mode, so 30 frames per second, and I don't appreciate that. I don't understand how those machines are so powerful, and it's like, just stop. I don't need all the ray trace this and that and MIP maps and bit bump and lod blah. I don't even know. It's crazy. Just give me a nice 60 frames per second fast, smooth experience and make it look as good as you can. 60. 30 frames per second is old school. It's dead. Man, we might have some good we're gonna have some good light for the whole trip. I was figuring for sure we'd need to of course we are kind of flying a lot west. I mean, we're southwest. I wonder if I could find this on my sky vector and kind of see where we are. Is this one Bernie? B-R-N-I? Okay, we're coming up on about the halfway point at Bernie. I mean, a little bit outside of that, but yeah, we still got a ways to go. Yeah, so I'm pumped about Starfield. What else has been happening? I don't know. There's been some pretty wild aviation-related videos. Maybe we'll try something here. Let's maybe we could do some in-flight entertainment. Let me add. Oh, you know what? It's going to be too hard over the noise of Flight Simulator to hear. Because we could watch YouTube videos of things that and do reactions. I was watching a video where there was just 2 days ago MiG-23 dual seat ejection at Michigan Air Show, the 13th of August. So there's a pretty crazy video showing that happening. And luckily the plane, it crashed like in a field that was close to some apartment buildings, but it didn't hit the apartments. And I think everybody was okay. Like the pilot and the co-pilot ejected out, and they were safe. So pretty wild to see. I don't know what was happening. They were just flying, and then all of a sudden something must have happened, and they decided real quick to bail out because they didn't look like they were in real trouble, and then all of a sudden they popped out. And probably with a plane like that, you don't have much time to react if you're low, right? It's like if you lose hydraulic control for some reason, you just got to punch out. What's that? Is that for us? Man, what's happening? Why is this so... It's not very helpful. That's better. At least see a few messages.
Climb and maintain flight level tree 10. United 1961.
I guess I should say traffic not in sight.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, don't have generic in sight.
Coming up on 56 minutes of total recording time for the video. Kind of includes our flight time on there, our startup time on the ground, startup and warm up. I'm going to go ahead and go quiet, grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
Indianapolis Center, Endeavour 522 tree is at 9,400 feet, climbing 13,000 feet. Endeavour 522 tree, Indianapolis Center altimeter 29er for continue to Echo Tango Golf as planned. United 244 tree descend and maintain flight level tree 10. Spirit Wings tree 902, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.125. Good day. Descend and maintain flight level tree 10 United 244 tree. Going to 135.125 Spirit Wings tree 902. United 1961, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.575. Good day. United tree 2 tree descend and maintain flight level tree 00. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha traffic is 3 o'clock 3 miles at 12,000 feet generic. Report them in sight. 135.575 for United 1961.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, have the generic in sight.
Indianapolis Center Brickyard 4 tree 2 tree is at 10,600 feet, climbing 11,000 feet. Brickyard 4 tree 2 tree Indianapolis Center altimeter 29er for continue to Echo Tango Golf as planned. Endeavour 522 tree climb and maintain flight level 190. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 10,700 feet generic. Report them in sight. Brickyard 4 tree 2 tree traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 11,100 feet Douglas DC-3. Report them in sight. Brickyard 4 tree 2 tree climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, have the generic in sight.
Climb and maintain flight level 190 Endeavour 522 tree. Climb and maintain 17,000 feet Brickyard 4 tree 2 tree. Brickyard 4 tree 2 tree traffic in sight. 875, United 1269er. United 244 tree, contact Indianapolis Center on 126.375. Good day. Climb and maintain flight level tree 90 Southwest 1800.
I don't think we're getting too far out now, guys.
Maintain flight level 20.
90 miles, something like that.
Indianapolis Center, United 1269er, 11,000.
I'll try to keep my speed up on approach.
United 1269er, Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.95. Continue to BAMJ as planned. Climb and maintain flight level 200, generic 6 Romeo Charlie. United 1269er, contact Cincinnati approach on 123.875. Good day. United 1269er. United tree 2 tree. Brickyard 4 tree, 2 tree climb and maintain flight level 270. Indianapolis Center, United 1269er, 11,000 feet. United 1269er, Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.95. Continue to BAMJ as planned. United 1269er, contact Indianapolis Center on 135.125. Good day. One tree 5.125 for United 1269er.
I'll go back into that flight plan section there. There, that's how you advance it. Okay. Jenny, Mooks. Okay, that's where we are. We got Nerve, Zopham. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're not too far out. Cool.
United 7 tree, 6 contact Indianapolis Center on 124.775. Good day.
I can't wait to descend. This is going to be so exciting to land. It's like a, like a crapshoot every time.
124.775. United 7 tree 6. Envoy 4028 descent and maintain 11,000 feet. Indianapolis Center, Wisconsin, 6247 flight level tree 0.
In my test flight, I had to do a missed approach. I landed on the wrong runway. I came down on the mains. I was like, no, wrong runway. Had to go around. Took me a lot longer, but got landed on the correct runway, so I felt good about that. But you guys know I don't usually do those. But I would rather, I guess, do it right. Something about flying this plane makes me want to be the best I can be. Yeah, the sun's starting to come down, so maybe it wasn't such a bad idea to get all those lights ready. Plus, once we descend and we get under this cloud layer, it's probably going to be dark. This livery looks it just looks a little too brand new, you know.
Star check 102 descent and maintain flight level 260.
Oh, doggone it! That's not what I wanted to do. Nice looking right there. Setting up the perfect
Envoy 40
thumbnail for the video.
maintain 14,000 feet. Star check 102 descend and maintain flight level 270.
Wish this thing told me my ground speed. Nearest waypoint.
Envoy 4028 descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Ground speed. I'm only getting 153 knots? Oh, I forgot. This is in miles per hour. Yeah, anyway, it's good enough. It's a little slow for my liking. But when you fly the prop planes, I don't know, when you fly this baby too, like, it's something about flying the DC-3. It's too cool. Whoa. I wish they had some visors in this one. What are you guys flying?
Romeo Charlie contact Indianapolis Center.
Leave it down there in the chat. Let me know what you're flying these days. I'm always interested. I did see that military-style trainer. I think it's a Marchetti they're calling it.
124.75
Small prop plane,
for generic
but looks like it's pretty tight and nimble. I might be checking that one out. A little afraid to look at the price tags on some of these things. Man, we are just cruising and sipping fuel. Well, at least that's an actual something on the ground and not just scratches on my window.
Good day. United 20 tree descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Going to 126 decimal tree 75 Wisconsin 6247. Envoy tree 9er 50 descend and maintain 14,000 feet.
Come on now, we can
Indianapolis Center, generic November 508.
we can start descending anytime now.
United 20 tree descend and maintain flight level tree 60. Generic November 508 Romeo Hotel Indianapolis Center. Continue to Lima Yankee Hotel as planned. Climb and maintain flight level tree 60. United 20 tree. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha contact Indianapolis Center on 124.775.
Sweet.
Good day.
124.775 for Douglas 1 Papa Alpha. Indianapolis Center, Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha, 11,000 feet.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.94 continue to nerve as planned.
Outstanding. Easy. And crossing over Warsaw.
American 2140 contact Indianapolis Center on 121.175. Good day.
That must be like a mining, like a quarry or something. Man, this is a pretty sim. Looks like when we took off.
Envoy tree 402, contact Indianapolis Center on 123.925. Good day. 123.925 for Envoy tree 402.
Getting this profile's almost over 100 hours finally. Although I feel like it's taken me a long time to get there. I should have been flying a little bit more diligently. I took months off there for a while. I was just too busy. Too busy to fly. Come on, give us the word to descend. Any day now. Getting hypnotized by the sound of the engines.
Generic 8 Romeo Hotel descend and maintain 17,000 feet. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, you are 64 miles northeast. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway tree approach.
Visual 3-3.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway tree approach Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
Our fate is sealed. Better get my pen and paper ready. So when we get the wind reading, I'm ready to go. We're going 3-3. Just be ready with that. Landing this bad boy is a handful, so. But I found if I can get that thing trimmed down to 80 knots, if you got full flaps, your stall speed goes down to like 70. So you can 80, 85 knots. If you come in at that speed,
Generic 8 Romeo Hotel descend and maintain
you're going to be pretty good to go. Yeah, we get close. I want to cut off the autopilot. At the time that I do that, I'll go ahead and set this
Generic 6 Romeo
blue
Charlie,
handle back to the way it
Indianapolis
was.
Center on 121.175. Good day.
Some odd puffy clouds.
Generic 6 Romeo Charlie.
Oh, the temperatures are looking good. Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't mess with nothing. I wonder if that ATC is talking to somebody on multiplayer, but they don't know how to respond. It was the same message twice in a row. What is this? This is... That's our ATIS from where we left. We'll see what it says when it loops around. Okay. Maybe it's not going to repeat. Interesting. Yeah, it's getting to be nighttime now. I mean, I think it's zop them and then the end of the flight, so I don't know what they're waiting for. We're going to have to descend in a hurry, I have a feeling.
Envoy 4247 descend and maintain flight level 230. Air Royal 7 climb and maintain flight level 240.
Up on 1 hour and 20 minutes. Video time. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Helps out the channel immensely.
Generic Foxtrot 81 climb and maintain flight level 400. Foxtrot 81 climb and maintain flight level 400. Climb and maintain flight level 240 Air Royal 7. Generic Foxtrot 81 climb and maintain flight level 400. American 641 descend and maintain flight level 350.
Come on already. I can't wait for Beyond ATC. If I could get confident enough at talking, then I would probably do like VATSIM. But that's my problem. I don't know what to say. I have trouble hearing sometimes. People talk so fast. I have to practice. I have to listen and practice.
Generic 8 Romeo Hotel descend and maintain flight level 270. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha contact Indianapolis Center on 121.175. Good day.
Going to 121.175 Douglas 1 Papa Alpha. Indianapolis Center, Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha, 11,000 feet.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.906 continue as planned.
Okay. So much for descent instructions. We're sitting about 60 gallons. So I'm not going to worry about hitting the aux tanks. I think we have way more than enough fuel in the main tanks to get us where we're going. So, especially since the descent takes almost no fuel. The landing might take some fuel. We'll have to see. Beautiful.
Generic 6 Romeo, Charlie contact Indianapolis Center on 124.625. Good day. Indianapolis Center, Skywest Tree, 708 flight level tree, 60. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha descend and maintain 2,700 feet. Skywest Tree 708 Indianapolis Center, continue as planned.
Descend and maintain 2,700 feet Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
And they're going to want us down quick, so
124.625 generic 6 Romeo Charlie.
see, it's weird. If I do it in this mode, it's like I'm not in vertical speed mode. There we go. Yeah, like we got to get down, you know. And yeah, we're going to gain some speed, so
Contact Indianapolis Center on 124.625.
pull that manifold pressure back.
Going to 124.625 generic 66 Mike.
Looking good so far. Yeah, our speed 170, that's fine. I don't know that I want to go too much faster than
And maintain flight level.
that.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha contact Indianapolis Center on 124.625. Good day.
124.625 for Douglas 1 Papa Alpha. Indianapolis Center, Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha is passing 9,000 feet, descending 2,700 feet.
Generic Tree 8 Bravo contact Indianapolis Center on 124.775.
Ooh,
Good day.
speed is getting up there.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.9er, 7 continue as planned. Going to 124.775 Generic Tree 8 Bravo.
Oy vey.
Indianapolis Center, Exejet 42 Tree.
Going a little fast.
9,300 feet, descending 5,000 feet. Exejet 42 Tree, Indianapolis Center altimeter 29.9er, 7 continue to India uniform as planned.
Oh boy.
Exejet 42 Tree, contact Indianapolis Center on 128.3. Good day.
Okay, I think we have our speed under control. We are
128.3, Exejet 42 Tree.
28 miles from the airport. Should be fine. I don't like this visibility. This does not look very good. Yeah, we got our mixture in the rich position. That'll make us a little less efficient so we can descend a little faster at the cost of some fuel, which is fine. Plenty of that. One of my favorite things about landing at night is, at least most of the time, the runway is easy to see. A lot easier to see than it is during the day. Sometimes it can be really tough to find airports at night. Or, I'm sorry, during the day. Yeah, speed's holding steady about between 185 and 190, so doing good. 4,700.
Call up 649er, flight level 200. Call up 649er, Indianapolis Center. Continue at
23 miles to the airport, so we are doing good. We are doing good.
Southwest tree 128, descend and maintain flight level tree 20.
We'll start slowing down after we get done with this descent. Pretty sure this is our pattern altitude.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 20, southwest tree 128. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha contact Louisville. Approach on 132.075. Good
Okay.
day. United 2305.
Oh, come on.
Descend and maintain flight level tree 40.
132.075 for Douglas 1 Papa Alpha. Louisville approach Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha is passing 3,100 feet, descending 2,700 feet.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha Louisville, approach altimeter 29.907, continue as planned.
Sweet. All right, here we go. We're coming up on our altitude. We're going to be able to start slowing down now. Probably that's us right up ahead. But that's not our runway. And we're at 2,700. I'm going to go ahead and put my feet in the rudder pedals. And we're going to cut off the autopilot. And we're going to swing back here and stow this guy. And my plane. And let's start getting some of this speed out. Don't climb, don't climb. Just a little bit too.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha traffic is 9 o'clock, 4 miles at 3,300 feet generic.
I got him.
Report them in sight.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha traffic in sight.
We'll get our first notch of flaps going here. I don't want to slow us down too much. Still got 16 miles to go. Okay, we're sitting pretty at about 10,000, or I'm sorry, 2,700 feet. Right where we're supposed to be. I'll try to keep it trimmed up for. Let's put a little bit more power in here. Try to level out. 2,700 feet, so looking good. We don't need to climb. Boy, that's even a little slow for me. I feel pretty confident in my ability to fly this thing. Yeah, we'll try to get that landing speed down to about 80 knots. Climbing just a little bit here. Want to stay in 2,700. okay if we get a little bit more speed. Gave us the junky runway. I tell you, as DC-3 flyers, we get no respect. See if we can lock it in right about there. We're going to drop down that manifold pressure. Let's say 23. And we need to descend a little bit. $12 miles, 12.4 miles. Still too much power. This thing is a beast. It's amazing. It's like I never lose altitude. I'm still sitting at 2,800 feet. I've been pulling the manifold pressure back. We're finally back to 18 inches of manifold pressure. And we're finally descending. It's just weird. I can't find a sweet spot. You know, the 2,000 RPM is or 20 inches manifold pressure, which is basically a descent setting, is not powerful enough. Now we're 2,600. See, now it's like I can't find a sweet spot. Come on now. But we're in very controlled flight right now, so this is good. This is good. How are we doing? 8 miles. All right, now I'm gonna start slowing down for reals. Programmer Airlines approach, slow down. See, that's the nice big runway right there. That's not our runway. I don't want to have to cut the base tight, so. We got half our flaps out now. Coming up on that 90 knots. It's like we're flying a giant Cessna. Oh, easy does it. Easy does it. Bump the control. Bump the knob. Bump the throttle.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha Airport is at your 10 o'clock 7 miles.
Yep.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Report runway in sight.
Okay, I will. I see a runway, but I don't see my runway.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, did you copy?
my God. Yes, I copy. Jesus.
Maintain present heading and altitude Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha Airport is 6 miles at your 10 o'clock. Maintain present heading and altitude. Report runway in sight.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to call it runway in sight. Okay, I'm starting to hear the shuddering. Now let's
Maintain present heading and altitude Douglas 1 Papa Alpha. Douglas 1 Papa Alpha has the runway in sight.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, you are 5 miles northeast of Godman. Turn left heading 220. Contact Godman Tower on 133.35.
Turn left heading 220. Tower on 133.35 Douglas 1 Papa Alpha. Godman Tower Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha 5 miles northeast inbound visual runway tree approach.
Douglas November 221 Papa Alpha Godman Tower. Altimeter 29.97, wind 285 at 6. Cleared visual
285
runway
at
tree
6.
approach.
5 at 6. Okay, better acknowledge.
Cleared visual runway tree approach Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
I can kind of see the runway. Gear down. Trim out just a little bit more speed. I see it. It's right here. Oh, okay. Easy does it. Going full flaps. Okay, I'm going to trim down, get some more power in so we don't drop right out of the sky. This is going to be a tight, this is going to be a tight base. How are we doing here? Hold it, hold it. Or 285. Man, I need some more power here. Let's go, baby. Make that turn. Okay, we're high. We just got to watch that descent rate. Can't be too wild when we're getting down there. But we got some time now, so 15 inches of manifold pressure, props full forward. Oh boy. Oh, there's that wind. Oh, that might have just sunk this approach. Oh. I knew I should have... Why didn't they vector me a little bit better? I pulled the power out completely. Oh, that cost me. Come on, baby. Here we go. Okay.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha contact ground on 121.9er.
Okay. How about I land the plane first? Getting pretty rough. Getting pretty rough here. Get the flaps up.
Douglas 1 Papa Alpha, please acknowledge.
121.9er Douglas 1 Papa Alpha.
Oh boy. Okay. Can we get to a point where we can see a taxiway here? Wow, that was that was hairy. I mean, anything you can walk away from, right? But jeez. Okay, I don't know why there's no. I guess there's not a taxiway here. Oh, I missed a turnoff. No, that's the runway threshold. Okay. Alright, what's this over here? This is not a very well lit airport. Oh, man, is this a... What we got here? Okay. Got some kind of a taxiway here. My goodness. Yeah, I'll have to remember that approach next time. And I mean, they would have had no trouble with me vectoring around that, you know, taking my time and taking the scenic route on that. All right, we're just going to swing on over here and lock it up for the night. Oh, good. FS Realistic didn't bring us crashing to a stop. Okay, what's happening here? Something is wrong. Why is my, I don't know what is going on? I'm not sure what's going on. This, my mouse cursor has changed into directional arrows that no longer seem to do anything. Clicking the middle button puts me in free look mode. What in the hell, man? Well, that's going to make it real fun, isn't it? Okay, the clicks are still registering at least. Plane barely running. Wow. We're going to go ahead and continue here. Let's wrap this baby up all the way. And we'll get this all this stuff stowed, ready for the next flight. Yeah, we didn't really turn everything off very well there, but that landing left a little to be desired. Let's come up here. And we can cut that off right there. Let's come on over here. We'll cut this side off. Good. Bring the props back. Turn off all these lights. Right here, panel lights. Okay, those are off. Cockpit lights. Whoops. Off. And there we are. We are shut down for good. Well, it's not very exciting to look at, but thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep your eye on the channel for more flight sim content like this. And I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.